Hello everyone, it's day 42. Today I just did some code alongs with John Smilga's JavaScript tutorial and projects course. I had like an hour and a half left of his DOMs project section, so I was like, let me just go ahead and finish it. My goal is to actually finish Udemy courses. I finished one of his already, so I'm trying to keep that trend up. And then I also he has a section on OOP projects that only use OOP, so that was like an hour and a half, so I watched that too. We made a countdown timer, so it was cool learning how to manipulate the date function. We made a grocery bud app, which is basically a to-do list, which was interesting just because the book library project that I posted yesterday, it was basically a to-do list, had the same functionality. You could add, set like the text of something, update it, delete it, add it to local storage. So it was cool just seeing how he implemented it and like other things that I didn't know how to do. Well, let me rephrase that. I completed my project or whatever, but just like knowing like extra things that you can do and like, I guess a cleaner way of doing it or whatever. So that was neat. We also did an image slider with little arrows so you can just swap through. He did a countdown app, or not countdown, counter app, but it used constructors instead of like the basic way of doing it, just decreasing the number and changing the text content. And then he refactored the code to show you how to implement the same thing and turn that code into using a class. That was neat. We did the gallery project. So like you have an image gallery, then you click on one image and a modal pops up with that image big. And then at the bottom, it has the remaining images kind of small with the highlighted image. Like the opacity is brighter than all the other ones. And as you click, the opacity changed to match the selected image that's big. So that was neat. Also learned about the set timeout function and how to improve form validation. So for the book project, I kind of cheated. When you input the wrong type of input or leave something blank, I had like a little paragraph pop up that said, please enter valid input. The problem was that thing that I popped up, it never went away. Like I didn't implement like once they start typing for it to go away, but I learned about the set timeout function where you can make it pop up and then after a second or two, just make it disappear. So that was neat. So I'm definitely going to implement that into my book library project just to update that feature, along with just improving the form validation in general. What else did I do? I think that's just about it. I went through like my Udemy courses and I forgot that I had downloaded a couple free courses. One is for just like design basics, like typography and all that. It's like an hour and a half. I'll probably save that till Saturday because I said like weekends will be more like HTML, CSS, working on the website. I'll save during the week for JavaScript. And then I did find one that's just on data structures and algorithms. It's not the most comprehensive, it's only 5 hours. But I'm all for seeing different people's perspectives just because based on the 2 Udemy courses that I have, plus the Odin project, like I can't just narrow down one way of explaining things. Like some topics, one person explains it or they give me better articles to read or videos to watch. Like I just decided to watch them all just because what I've learned, like even topics I think I know, like I'll watch a resource about it or whatever, like there's going to be that one little nugget or maybe a couple that it was like gave me that aha moment, like, like that's why that works. Or like, I don't know. So like that's one thing I definitely learned is like, I'm the type of person, if I've gone over something, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to do it. I don't have to go back. Like, so I definitely grew out of that. Like start from the beginning, go over everything because trust me, you probably don't know anything compared to what you think you know. So a little bit of realism, but yeah, day 42.